to speak about someone who's truly amazing this morning, Colin Mullane. So Colin Mullane is NAR's first vice president. Since 2000, he is broker-owner of Full Circle Real Estate in Ashland, Oregon. Originally from Ireland, Colin immigrated to the United States in 1997 and proudly became a U.S. citizen in August of 2022. As a top producer in his market, Colin believes deeply in real estate as a cornerstone of the American dream and is grateful for the opportunities the profession has given him and his family. Colin's dedication to the industry is evident through his extensive volunteer leadership. He has chaired multiple committees and has served as an NAR regional vice president and an NAR liaison, including as 2023 Realtor Party director. Colin is a past president also of the Oregon Realtors. Active outside of real estate, Colin enjoys running, biking, and exploring trails with his camera in search of wildlife. He loves traveling and visiting remarkable destinations both in the U.S. and abroad. Colin and his wife Molly, who became licensed in 2018 and joined him as a full-time practitioner in 2021, have 3 daughters. Colin is passionate about equipping realtors and brokers with the resources they need to stay relevant and succeed in today's market. A strong advocate for the work NAR does on behalf of consumers and real estate professionals, he is committed to addressing the toughest industry challenges so realtors can focus on what they do best, running their businesses. Help me welcome Colin to the stage.
Thank you, Lisa, and thank you all for inviting me back on time this time. That's good. How awesome is it that Craig is here? Craig, you're the National Association of Realtors from your back door. Thanks for having me back. I was here last year as a candidate for this position, and then get to come back here as first vice president this year. Yeah, this bio is always awkwardly long. You just sit and listen to people talk about it. It's really weird. But one of the pieces that's in there that you might find, I don't know, cringeworthy or interesting is I do mention in there that I'm a top producer in the market. I say that because all too often the people that aren't in these rooms say that they don't have the time, that they're too busy, that they can't do it. And they assume that you're not busy in what you do in your business, when in actual fact, you are busier than they are. So when we say stand tall, stand proud, that's exactly what we mean. You're here taking time away from that business, your families, to make yourselves better and to improve real estate for everyone in Arizona. And that means that they're not. You've actually taken it up a notch. And you're busier, you're outperforming them. So don't be afraid to say that you're a volunteer leader and that you're successful. Well, we're here to talk about RAPAC. This is one of my favorite rooms to be in because you're all investors. A lot of you are major investors. And you are the lifeblood of this organization in terms of what we do for advocacy because you get it. Everyone benefits from your investment in RAPAC, even those that don't invest. And how do we talk to those people? How do we get them in the rooms? How do we get them to open their checkbook and say, this is worthwhile? If they knew how different this business would look if we didn't have the RAPAC that we have, both in Arizona and as a country. So part of my bio I mentioned this morning is I'm originally from Ireland. We talk a lot about politics in this country. People talk about politics all the time. It's one of the toughest things to talk about. It's hard. It's hard right now. It's been hard for years. A lot of our members don't appreciate the fact that we invest in candidates that are realtor friendly, but maybe they don't agree with realtor. We know that. This group understands more than that. You understand this is a necessity. Whether that money is going to a candidate you personally would have supported in an election or not, you understand fundamentally at its core why it's going to that person. Because when we walk in the room and the door opens, we have an opportunity to talk to them about things that affect their constituents, your clients. We are unique in that we have a very special relationship with our members of Congress. Every single member of Congress has an FPC, Federal Political Coordinator. How many of you are in the room here tonight? Federal Political Coordinators. Yes, thank you. You do an amazing job. And what makes it so special is they have a special relationship. If there's a bill that comes up that's related to real estate, they will call their FTC if their FTC has to call them first and say, how do you feel about this as a realtor? Is it important to you? how should I be voting on this? Not every lobby group gets that, and that's what we do. We're the most bipartisan lobby group in Washington, D.C. That's incredible. No one else can claim that. And our victories are numerous, and the legislators like us. That is also different. When we go in June this year, normally we'll be back in May, I think next year, we've been in June last year, and we go to Washington, D.C., nobody has the presence that we have. Yes, our lobbyists are in Washington, D.C., 7 days a week. They have an office building there. They're incredibly well respected. But when you get 9,000 realtors in Washington, D.C., on the Hill, in Congress, they listen. I don't know a single realtor that drives around in their car and says, only showing property to Republicans, only showing property to Democrats, you guys work with everybody. You have the voice of the people. That's one of the reasons that they listen to us. The other thing that I want to say to you is this. Being able to lobby your legislators is a privilege. It's a privilege afforded by this country and the freedoms that it gives us. I'm from Ireland, it's a democratic country. We are not allowed to go to our chambers and lobby in the best interest of our clients. We are not permitted to do that. Most countries don't permit that. So as messy as it might seem to our members, we were engaging at a higher level on really important things that affect them directly. And that privilege is one that most of you get to walk, either if you go to here in Arizona, or if you go to Washington, D.C. to do it. That is fundamentally important to our business. The reason you all get to sit at these tables today, the reason that those that aren't sitting at the tables today, but could if they wanted to, is because you have been fighting this fight for years now. And those of you that are newer investors, I really hope you'll carry the message forward, and the rest of your opportunity going forward is to invite people not in the rooms to listen. Don't let them tell you you're drinking the Kool-Aid. That's a cop-out. That's not a real argument. That's not a real defense. If they're serious about their profession, as each of you are, they will want to invest in RAPAC because they will want to do good work next year, the year after that, 5 years and 10 years. That's what we're here to protect. The fact that you've been doing this since 1980 means you're doing something right. There are very few organizations that have been around this long and can claim the level of success that we have. Could we do better? Could we be better? Absolutely. We're all striving. But RAPAC at its core is why we get to be in these rooms. It's why we have a business that is thriving. If there's any doubt that this is a very competitive business, just look around you. Most of you are sitting with people that work in different offices. If you will go to work tomorrow and you'll compete for a listing or compete for a buyer, and yet you come to these tables and enjoy each other's company. That is something that the DOJ and most attorneys cannot understand. Because if you're an attorney, you either win or you lose. As a realtor, there's a real win-win opportunity every single time you're in a transaction. That's what our legislators actually get about us, and that's what we get about us. It's a fierce competitive business. We want it to stay so because the consumer benefits from that. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak with you tonight. I hope our pack means as much to you as it does to me, and I look forward to seeing you in the year